It's the Lunch Show with Chad Summers. Fasten your seatbelts for the greatest radio show in the world, ever. And now, the host of the Lunch Show, Chad Summers.
All right. Welcome to the Lunch Show, everybody. My name's Chad Summers. I'm your host. Happy Friday to you. Hope you had a good morning. Thanks for joining me for lunch. Today is February 16, 2024. Let's just jump right into the show here. Birthdays. Ice-T is 65. John McEnroe, 64. Who doesn't remember him spazzing out all the time? It's good stuff. Good stuff. Elizabeth Olsen is 34. She is the younger sister to the Olsen twins. And she's prettier than they are, if you want my opinion. Also on this day in history, 1959, power in Cuba seized by Fidel Castro. Also in 1959, John McEnroe, Spaz Boy, was born in West Germany. 1937, DuPont chemist Wallace Hume Carruthers patented nylon. Wow. That was pretty successful, if you ask me. 1923, the burial chamber of King Tut was unsealed by British archaeologist Howard Carter. And in 2005, the NHL was the first professional American sports league to cancel an entire season. I remember that. That was a bum deal, really, you know. We've got breaking news. This one's from Fox News. Putin critic Alexei Navalny dead at 47, Russian officials say. Oh my God. I guess this guy, well, let's go back to why he was in prison. He was in a maximum security prison in northern Russia, but he was originally arrested due to activities of Navalny's anti-corruption foundation. Yeah. How dare you have an anti-corruption foundation? So I guess he went for a walk, and after his walk, he got lightheaded, passed out, and never recovered. Okay. Scary. Very scary stuff there. Here's one from Newsmax. Musk moves SpaceX from Delaware to Texas. The move comes after a Delaware judge invalidated his $56 billion pay package as the founder and CEO of electric vehicle maker Tesla drove the company's market valuation to record highs at one point over $1 trillion. I don't know the details of that right there, but you know, you're welcome to go check that out at Newsmax. But yeah, it sounds like he's moving everything to Texas. He's fed up. He's fed up. TMZ Outer Banks star Austin North, gotta admit, didn't watch it, arrested in Vegas, allegedly attacked ER hospital staff. Allegedly? Well, there's like 10 witnesses, isn't there? I mean, I guess until he has his day in court, it's allegedly. But I guess he just went ape and just started attacking. He punched some lady in the face, allegedly. And then someone just started going nuts. I guess he claims he had a panic attack. And some nurse, I guess, took a tray and smacked him over the head with it. But so he was arrested, and I forget what his charges were, but unbelievable. And the thing is they never said what he was doing in the emergency room to begin with. So we'll follow up on that maybe. Here's one from CBS. Paul McCartney's long-lost Hofner bass returned after more than 50 years. Oh my God, it was stolen in 1972 from a truck in London's Notting Hill. Oh God, I guess some of his fans started a recovery group called Lost Bass Project, and somehow someone had his base in their attic, and they said, "Well, that sounds like what we have in the attic." And it turned out to be Paul's base, which he purchased in like the early 60s during the forming years of the Beatles. It might have been the first one. He bought it in Germany. So cool. So cool. All right, folks, we're going to take 30 seconds. We will be right back.
Don't touch that device, because the lunch show will be right back.
Hey, everybody, it's Chad. Just wanted to take this opportunity to let you know that the lunch show was always intended to be a TV show, and that's still the plan. We plan on launching the Lunch Show TV show in late 2024, right around the corner. So keep listening to the show. Click on all the things that help support us, and it's time to get back to the lunch show.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any better, there's more of The Lunch Show with Chad Summers.
All right, welcome back to the Lunch Show. Don't you wish you could fly over traffic in a van rather than sit there bumper to bumper? Well, there's a company that says they are going to make that happen. Here's one from Fox News. Soccer moms may be taking flight in van that can both fly and drive. Now, that sounds like the classification of a flying car. Even though it's a van, we'll just call it a flying car. Because to me, there's going to be other flying vehicles that are not flying cars because you can't drive them down the road. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But subtitle, How This Florida-Based Multi-Purpose Vehicle Company Promises to Bridge the Road to the Skies. Now, this particular vehicle will not ever come to fruition because it's a big van and the wings that are like Osprey wings fold up and are held inside the van. That's not going to be doable because once the wings are out and the props are out, they work like an Osprey setup. There's no way this can work. Flying car might happen, yes, but this particular one, built like an Osprey, will not fly, literally. Go check it out, Fox News. It's pretty unbelievable. I mean, it looks cool. Like if it would work, it would be unbelievable, but it's just not going to. Here's one from Fox. Handyman turned, this one's kind of scary, really. Handyman turned squatter hunter says Atlanta squatter crisis, quote, terrorist act that calls for National Guard. So if they can deem it a terrorist act, then you can bring in the National Guard. That's why he's saying that. Here's a subtitle here. Squatting crisis going to get worse if laws don't change, Handyman says. Now, I don't know what he's doing, like, to be a hunter. I don't, maybe he just finds them and then reports them. But they went on to say, you got to wonder, well, how are they getting into the house? Well, they're not invading houses. Maybe they're doing that too. Who knows? I'm sure that's happening too. But what this guy is referring to is basically when someone puts their house, once they leave their house, maybe on a long vacation or for the summer, or they put it up for sale and they move out and leave it unattended, people will move right in. And I guess you can't just have them arrested and, evicted or whatever. It's a whole civil court process. So it's crazy. But there was one case they said where these guys opened up a strip joint in just some house. Yeah. So that does sound like a problematic situation there, if you ask me. Apparently, 1,200 houses in Atlanta are being occupied by squatters. So, got to do something about that, folks. That leaves us with one story, and it's a good one. That's a given, right? If you've listened to the show, you know that. New people, we do a good news story every last article of every episode. So, yeah. Before we do that story, though, I just want to say be sure to subscribe to the show. If you're on Spotify, click follow, please. That'll help for sure. All right. This one from CBS. This lady's awesome. She took in 7 dogs who survived abuse and have disabilities, so now they are helping to inspire others. So she's got like all these dogs, and almost all of them have like wheels on the back. It's unbelievable. So she's walking all these dogs that they're kind of rolling too, you know what I mean? And then one's like in a wagon or something, but she takes them to she's a professional dog trainer for movies, I guess. So she takes these dogs to hospitals and they just like roll around the hospital, walk/roll, I guess, and just help like cheer people up. So they're like therapy dogs now. Hats off to this lady. She's awesome. I mean, that is great stuff, and that's good news to me. I hope it is to you. So feel good stories are uh, in short supply. So I will look for them, share them with you the best I can. All right, folks, I'm calling that the episode. Be safe this weekend. Don't be an idiot. You know what I mean? Ride share, designated driver. The routine. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of jail. All right, folks. Until Tuesday, keep pressing on in your life. Have a great weekend. Have a blast. And peace out.
All right, folks, that's it for the lunch show today. Don't forget to come back every Tuesday and Friday for new episodes. And don't forget to like, share, tweet, subscribe, friend, listen, email, and tell your friends and family about us. We need every single one of you all. Thank you in advance for your support, and I hope you all have an awesome day.
You just listened to The Lunch Show.